That is beautiful. Hi there, I'm Spencer. You're watching Moto Scout. But you already knew that because you know how to read. Hopefully. Today we're in Port Angeles, Washington, right outside the Olympic National Park, or the Olympic Mountain Range. I'm going to try to head up to Hurricane Ridge today. I've driven this road a bunch of times in my Jeep and my truck and stuff, but never on a motorcycle. I remember it being a lot of fun. I actually got married up here, so pretty excited to go revisit on a nice day. The weather's been pretty awesome the last couple days. I'm also trying out a new camera angle. I never really understood this camera angle because I don't know why you would want to look at me while I'm riding this road, but a lot of guys seem to do it, so I'm giving it a shot. I also kind of feel like an idiot, but I'm a guy with a camera strapped to his face anyway, so can't really be much worse than that. Put on my new mirrors. It's the first time also with this exhaust and these mirrors on a longer trip. The exhaust I thought was going to be a lot more drony and annoying, but it wasn't too bad. I was listening to music the whole way here. Port Angeles is about 2 hours from my house, so that was kind of a gnarly highway slog, but I was kind of bumping some tunes the whole way, so didn't get too annoyed with the exhaust. The mirrors, compared to the factory mirrors, are gnarly burn ban going on, are quite a bit less effective, but they look way cooler and they do their job. Hurricane Ridge, 17 miles. Of course I'm stuck behind this guy. It was like 85 degrees when I left my house, but I wore my leathers today instead of my mesh because I knew that being up here, this is almost not the northernmost point in Washington, but it's pretty high up and we got the water behind us, so a lot of wind, a lot of cold wind up here, so I knew it was going to be kind of shitty and cold, but I wasn't expecting it to get this cold this quickly. Is that my camera that's whistling? I can't tell. There's something whistling. It keeps doing that. It didn't do it the whole way here, but now it's doing it. Anyway, I don't have a parks pass, so we're gonna have to buy one when we get to the gate. I think I'm gonna buy an annual one because I'd like to do Rainier at some point. It's my first time inside a national park on a motorcycle. I got my hoodie on underneath my leathers. I probably look like the Michelin Man right now. I can't really tell. I can't see myself. I feel like, well, good thing we have this handy dandy camera to show us what we look like. Only when my head is straight, there's whistling. Maybe it's because my music is off, so now I can hear it when I couldn't hear it before. It's super annoying though. I want to know what it is. Are we already here? I'm trying to be a good boy. We're in a national park where there's like rangers and stuff, so I don't want to get a speeding ticket here. That would be rather lame. I feel really conflicted about national parks, specifically paying to get into a national park, because you know your taxes, when you pay your federal income tax or federal taxes of any kind, you know that goes to the federal government. The federal government pays for the national park system. They have a budget that they give the national parks every year, and that comes out of the taxes that you pay to the federal government. Then you also have to pay an admission just to get into the park. So not only am I paying for the maintenance and the, you know, staffing and all that stuff of national parks, in my taxes, I also have to pay an admission just to get into the park that I'm already paying for. It just kind of seems lame. Now I get like the nuances of like, well, you know, just because you're paying federal taxes doesn't mean those taxes are enough to pay to maintain and run these parks and protect them. So, you know, the admission fee kind of like levels that out a little bit, which I get that, but just make the taxes higher then, or don't pay for it out of the taxes and make the admission higher. Seems kind of like redundant. What if I'm a guy that like doesn't make a lot of money, can't afford to, you know, pay a $25 one-day admission fee, or I think it's like $30 one-day admission fee just to get into the park. Wait, hold up. Okay, we're here. We're at the gate, I think. Maybe? What's happening? Just going straight through, bud. Are they redoing these? Your fee dollars at work. But what about my tax dollars? So they're building a new gate? Do I not have to pay to get in? That was the old admission gate. That would be interesting. So anyway, pay your $30 to get into the park, but I'm already paying for the park out of my taxes. But now you're telling me that I can't get in to the park without paying more. But it's like a public land. Well, it's not public, it's federally run and owned, I guess. Which is so lame. Anyway, we're not here to talk about taxes, we're here to ride a beautiful road. So we're going up to Hurricane Ridge. This is where I got married. I've done a bunch of photo shoots and stuff up here. It's a beautiful area. We got deer. There's a little deer right there. Hey bud. They're everywhere around here. So I gotta kind of play it cool a little bit because it's getting about to be that time when they like to jump out in front of you. I find it really hard to believe that, I mean, it's early September. We're still kind of in summer on a weekday. I mean, it's Wednesday. It's late in the day. So maybe that's why. But they're not charging an admission. This is like a super popular place. We'll see, I guess. It is getting very cold. I'm feeling it in my legs. I'm not wearing long johns. Mistake number one. Man, this is so tempting to just rip. The turns are so nice. The road is so well maintained. But I'm just waiting for there to be like a ranger on the other side of one of these turns. So good. I'm almost not even thinking about how cold I am right now. Look at that. A tunnel. Tunnel. And another tunnel. I love that sound. Wow. So last time I was up here was for my wedding, and it was about this time last year. Very cold, very wet, and it was whiteout conditions. actually turned out to be like super romantic and super cool. Loose rock. Woo! Left fourth gear this whole time. Hard on the front. This gravel. Love the low end torque of this bike. So much fun. Wow. Don't want to make no Rangers mad. Gosh, my hands are cold. I'm starting to wish I had those grip warmers. Yeah, it's gonna be a cold ride home, boys. love to see it. So this goes all the way down to a trailhead at the end for some of those extreme backpackers. Oh, I got the snowplows up here already. Getting ready for it. Looks like they had a little bit of rain today. I'm gonna head all the way down to the end. There's a little loop-de-doop. So I'll take you guys all the way down to the end, and then we can circle back and enjoy the sunset and the view. I love that. Oh, I see some more deer. Wow. Should probably look where I'm going. Weird. I actually don't remember any of this. Must have been a blur. Wolf Creek Trail. Did a shot of the bike right there on the way out. I think this is where, yeah, this is where I got married. So we'll come back to that. This is the loop-de-doop. Wow. Can't complain about that. Right next to the no roadside parking sign, huh? Cool. To qualify what I was saying earlier, though, I 100% believe that places like this, the national parks in our country, should be preserved and protected. 100%. And I have no problem paying for that. I just don't want to pay for it twice. You know? I don't think that's cool. I think the system needs to be better. Just saying. What do I know? I did not pay attention at all during economics or government. So, it's safe to say I don't know anything about any of this. Okay. Whew, that was a fun road. I should probably take my freaking key out. So we parked right here. We had a permit and everything. And I walked down this little trail, which isn't, it's like paved, in case you couldn't tell. And then you come out to this, and it was like, whoa. But you get here, I'm trying to keep my voice down. There's all these like super cool picnic tables that overlook this. It's like, what? But when we scouted it, it was like, oh yeah, perfect. But we didn't actually come to this spot. We actually stopped at the visitor center. And then our coordinator was like, oh, there's like this picnic area down the ways a little bit where there's not as many people. And it's super rad. And we were like, oh, perfect. So we came here on the day of, and you could not see those trees. It was totally white out. And it was like mist and cold and wind. It was actually September 19th, which today is the 8th or something. And it was like totally white out. You couldn't see anything. But it ended up being super romantic. So our little altar thing was right here. And my wife came down there, and this was kind of like our makeshift aisle. But it was like in the midst of COVID, so all of our people, friends and family, which was like 20 people, were all way back there. And the bridal party was here. We got a really cool video of it, so maybe I'll cut it in right now. Tight. This is actually the first time I've been back here since that fateful day. It is quite breathtaking. I kind of wish our view was like this on the day of. It was about this time of day too, I think. Oh, that is something to behold. Cinematic B-roll. You know, I'm gonna be real with you guys for a second here. This is kind of super emotional for me to be here right now. Like I said, this is the first time I've been back here since my wedding day, and life's been not really going my way lately. So this kind of reminds me of a simpler time, super happy time. And the fact that I rode here and had a blast, you know, that's the great part about motorcycles is you don't really think about anything but not dying when you're riding. That's what I like so much about riding motorcycles. And then I end up at a place like this. It's just like unbelievably beautiful, and reminds me of one of the happiest days of my life. You know, brings me right back there, around my friends and family who I haven't seen in a long time because of the state of the world. It's kind of surreal. Anyway, enough sob story. Let's hit the road before it gets dark and really cold. So, while I was swapping out my NDs, a bride and groom just walked down there to take pictures with a videographer and photographer. Thought that was kind of neat. Fucking bugs are out. Off we go. Jeez. Some serious condensation on the visor. Gonna need to wipe that down. Such a beautiful place. Is this the spot? Yes. Yeah, buddy. Sick shot. Wow. That is beautiful. Hopefully that comes through on the camera. Anyway, thanks for taking the ride with me. It's been a kind of a weird, emotional trip. surprisingly. Well, I guess it shouldn't be that surprising, but it's such an awesome place. And every time I came here, I was so busy trying to find like a place to get married. You know, you don't really get a chance to just like take it in. Beautiful. I can't stop staring at it, you know? Anyway, I guess we'll call it a day. Oh, what a beautiful bike. Look at that. Beautiful. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed the ride. I definitely did. If you like this new camera angle, tell me what you think. Hit me in the comments or whatever. I don't know, I'm still feeling kind of weird about it, but maybe we'll let it fly. God dang. Dusk. Bugs come out. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. See you on the next one.